Let's see if we've got all this good stuff going on here. Can you all hear me now?
Are you okay, Ryan?
How's the audio? Can you all hear me? Trying to make sure everything's set up correctly.
Are you okay?
Wow, lots of ads, lots of ads. All right. I can't hear what's going on. Can you all hear me? The volume good?
Your belly?
Gonna make stuff a little bit bigger here. Try to make some adjustments. Get stuff locked in place. Does that look okay for you guys? Let me know. I'm hoping everything goes pretty good.
Is it dirty by you? Oh, you're so dirty.
Hey, Bahi, can you hear me? Can you hear me and see me? Is it all looking good? Is it all still sounding good? I haven't used the setup in a while. Let me know. All right, so you can hear me. Is it okay? I had to rework some of my sound system, and the lighting's off again in my house. I'm not sure what I did with that, but we're gonna try to figure that out later. Right now, as long as you can see my pretty happy face, and we're okay. All right. Let me get on here. I got some people I've got to talk to. Give me 1 second. I'll get everything started back up and we will enjoy. I'll go to a cutscene real quick. Well, I am back. So, start this out true Mad Tinkerer fashion. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Mad Tinkerer Gaming with me, your host, the Mad Tinkerer. Now, it's been a little while. I haven't done a lot of gaming uh, videos. I've gamed, but I haven't got to do videos. Like I said, I was out with the COVID when I really got to start pushing this stuff. Well, I didn't have the COVID, but the COVID shutdowns. And well, it just kind of fell into place, and I enjoyed doing it. But then I got called back to work, and then work was slow for a little while, and I could still do it on the weekends, come in on the Saturdays and do my PvPs. Um, Unfortunately, though, work got hammered, and I was spending 10-hour days, 7 days a week working. So when I'd get home, I'd be so tired I couldn't do anything. My goal would still be to do this. I love this. This is great. But I did get overwhelmed. And I would probably still be doing 7 days a week, 10-hour days, if I hadn't had to have a little surgery, a hernia operation here recently, and I'm out for that. I can sit upright and, just take it easy. So shooting videos gives me something to do while I'm sitting here right now. But I've also been working at a venture here the last week with my fellow teammates. We have expanded a little bit. We got to the point where our alliance was like a half-half. You had 12 to 14 people in the upper ranks just really pushing hard. Then you had a nice little mid-tier people, and then you had some people that were more casual players that would get on. I mean, we're still all a family. We love each other. I mean, it's like brothers and sisters. But you have some that were putting forth more effort. And they wanted to do a lot more rewards. So this was a venture that we took on. There was another alliance in the similar boat where you had the, top 12 from each group pretty much. So we settled on, I think, 16 of us of the original FSF, and we started with that 16, and then we added 8 people from what's now our sister alliance called Gambit's Aces. So we've got them in play, and I'm very happy with this. We went from where we were struggling to try to get people to get on and make 100% 7.2 to Final Strike Force is now running 7.5. So we're doing very well in that department. Also, we have some pretty cool things going on with them. There were a bunch of them that were there. There were some people that were unhappy, some people, but it happens when you do a merger. They got unhappy because they weren't being carried as hard, or they thought their leadership had just abandoned them, and they hadn't abandoned them. They're still with us, and we're all now in one big universal Discord. We can communicate with each other. We're working. We're not going to be like a cluster. I don't think we're going to go with a cluster where you have a top team and then the second team, and those are the two that they mainly focus on, and then you've got alliance guys drop down through there just with a name attached to it. I think we'll stick with just 2 alliances. But we're going to put forth our effort to get both alliances running smoothly and efficiently. So this week we've been recruiting for Gambit's Aces a lot. They're finally full. I'm proud to say that. So we actually have a sister alliance, and it's good. I'm enjoying this. As a matter of fact, it's been one of those things where I was talking to people here. We're trying to get some people in. I want to spread some word here in global. This is my global I'm putting up on the screen, so it's pretty good. I am glad to hear that, Bahi. Gold 4, way to go. Now, Gold 4 is a challenge. You're going to hit at the end of Gold 4 because there are a lot of mass people that have kind of quit the game. I mean, they just moved on to something else. You still have your top 100 alliances. They're probably not going to go anywhere. They like the game. They're in the top 100. But as people retire from the game or quit the game, more people are collapsing in. And the game itself has made it a little bit easier to advance and catch up. So I am proud of that. I do like that effort that it's had. So it's just one of those things where the game itself is really, really good. I've enjoyed playing this game for a long time, and I'll probably keep playing it for a long time. So let me put some word out here. I'll let them know we're going to do this. I think people wanted me to discuss this RTA. So once I get some word out here, then I will get in here and we will open up some of these random training things. I haven't really worked on the new milestones. I haven't been putting forth too much effort into that. I know Zemo is worth the effort, but I've had other things on my plate, like getting Gambit's aces up and running. So we are good. And congrats on getting to the Loki node. Alright, let me put some word out here. I'm having a hard time typing. I'm losing it. Alright, so now let's get back here. Now, some features that have been added since I last participated in a lot of stuff here. We have real-time arena, and Blitz has changed. The Blitz function has changed. So first I'll go through Blitz real quickly. I know a lot of people are doing this. Alright, this is Blitz. You can do this relatively easy now. Instead of having to do manhandled power time or whatever, you can click the sim button here, and it will sim and give you accurate points just to find an opponent. Boom, click battle. It sims the battle out. You'll probably win it, I don't know, 90% of the time if you have a decently built team. The good thing with this is I can go through all 30 of my teams with relative success quickly and effectively. So the sim system here has just astronomically shortened it down. Now there are two good ways to look at this sim, right? You have some massive options here that are going to be available to you. You can rack up points really quick. I do like that about it. The other issue I have is that, and this is going to be the hard part, that you don't actually, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not really gaining ground because everybody can do it. It's just going to make the point system so high end that even though you can sim quickly, if you're not going to do it all the time, every time, like be on every 2 hours still and lop it in. Now, yeah, it reduces your time to 5 minutes, but it doesn't really boost your total overall points. You know what I mean? You're still going to end up doing this every 2 hours that it can log you in. You're going to have to keep doing that up. It just reduced the amount of time you have to spend doing this. And what they've done to replace that is they gave us another mode. And, I mean, it's okay. I'll get to that one here in a minute. But anybody else kind of agree with me on that or disagree with me on that? I mean, it feels that way to me. It feels like this mode has kind of just shrunk up. And it's kind of made stuff a little hard for people to really catch up. So, you know, like before when you were doing blitzes, you know, even when blitz bots were in play, getting 100,000 guy doing blitz bots, and then the blitz bots got banned a little bit. So it didn't really, I mean, it shrunk it back down to where, you know, you were getting people blitzing for 40,000 instead of, you know, 100,000. But now you can do this and get 100,000. Or, you know, sorry, not 100,000, like 100 million. Whatever it is. And I mean, we're showing this. I'm doing this real time right now, and I'm probably going to get through this roster in about 5 minutes worth of talking. So, you know, we'll see what my total score is at the end of this. I'm not having to put any challenge into it. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just doing this auto before we go into anything else. I'll go through all 30 of my teams here. I'll probably lose a couple because I have some teams that aren't quite super built up. These are teams in my roster that I am wanting to work on, but they're just not, they're not super powered yet. Okay, I've already, I think, maxed out the blitz points. There's no more achievements, so I've got everything that is possible right now after 17 teams for this run. I'm not going to get any more credits from him. I'll get my rewards here in just a minute. But 17 teams, that's all it takes for me to max out my credits. I think I did 2 other attacks this morning, so we'll say 19 teams gets me a max run. I'm on 20 of 30 right now. So literally here in the expanse of this 10 minutes, I will have accrued over 1 million points with literally no skill involved. It's button mashing. All right, I finally lost one. I lost 2. Okay. And that's because I'm not really looking at the opponents either. I was just clicking and going. You can give yourself better odds for wins by just clicking here and finding your opponents and then be like, oh yeah, that's not good. Yeah, we'll go against the defenders, you know. And then boom, hey, you've got a defenders win. All right, Taskmaster is highly good. I love Taskmaster. I got 4 teams to go right here, and we're gonna kick this off here. And let me see. I think I want to make an adjustment here. Let me click on some of this stuff here because I think I'm hiding my team powers. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna shift some stuff around here. We'll make me a little smaller. I think that'll be a little easier for people to deal with. Is that better? Do you like this section a little better there? Now you can see the team powers. You can see the change teams. You can see whatever. Did I battle with this one? If not, it don't matter. That's extra points. But you know, like I'm saying, with one roster run, I'm going to be well over 1 million points. So it's just, it made it super simple. So everybody now, if they have a 30-team roster, can get through all this stuff. All right. This way you can see team powers and stuff like that. You'll even get to know my name in game. That's pretty cool. A lot of people didn't know my name in game, and I don't like people seeing my text down at the bottom, but knowing who I am is not a big deal. I've actually thought about changing my name to Mad Tinker just to make it a little better. Here's my 30th team. All right. So, with that out of the way, you know, I ran through 30 of them. I mean, I could go back. I've got some energy I could spend, but I'm not going to. I'll just go over here. And literally at team 17 or 18, I've got all of the milestones claimed. I'm well over 1 million. You know, I can come back in 2 hours and do this again. Now, a lot of my friends have probably already ran this to completion a couple of times by now, but I kind of wanted to save something to go to. There's my Blitz Championships for the day. We'll do some villain stuff here while we're sitting here just chilling. I'm still trying to top off some people like Rescue. Uh, and it's not because I really like Rescue. It's because the Power Armor team with Ultron is a really good counter to like Emma. So, anyway, let's see here. Click my challenges here. We'll go ahead and get this stuff out of the way. I need the training modules. I'm still working on some people. All right. So here we go. We are now involved. Let's communicate again in global. All right, so now this is the new thing that's opened up. It's called the real-time arena. Now, when you go in here, what it's done is we had a PvP system set up, and in PvP it was pretty tricky because when you picked somebody, your opponent couldn't have that. So you could take characters away from them essentially by just having first picks, and they wouldn't be able to get those characters. But here it's whatever team you want to take against whatever other team you want to take. So I can take, for example, this is one of my team setups, and I've enjoyed this one tremendously. It wins quite a bit. And this is still, I mean, you can just auto through most of these. That's what I've been doing here recently. They also have challenges and rewards for it. So we'll cover some of that. We'll just go through this first match here real quick. Real-time arena, I'm probably win maybe 20% of the time. I don't really get into this very much. I haven't gotten into it much. I need to, but like I said, it came out maybe 2 weeks ago, and maybe 3 weeks, and I haven't had a lot of time to develop my characters into this. So I'm just going to put this on auto. I'm going to let it play out. I might select targets. Like I really like hitting Emma on the opposing teams, but right now they've got her up, but because Thanos has a taunt, I'm going to try to take him out first. Nope. She put up her stealth. So we're going to see what happens. So she's going to die, and what I'll just do is I'll keep trying to force my guys to beat her down. That's one key thing. If you do fight a lot of Phoenix teams, something I would suggest, if you have the power to do so, is to go ahead and just push through the Phoenix. If you can survive through the Phoenix and maybe even heal up after the Phoenix dies, then you can start targeting the other players that would just literally give you problems. Like Black Bolt. With Phoenix out of the way and her massive damage that drops everybody to below the 10%, you don't really have to worry about Black Bolt being as effective. There's very few AoEers that are as strong as Black Bolt and Phoenix. But I am interested if people are on and they want to toss me a team tryout, then we can do that. So, like, you can go here, and this is something they've set up. They've done this Mojo's Mayhem. You've got premium and you've got the free-to-play guys, right? So, like I said, I haven't done much with this. But they give you dailies. You can win 3 matches, use legendaries, use American Chavez, use Loki's. So they give you weeklies, they give you dailies, they give you all kinds of stuff. So to just get in here and do this is something I've needed to do, but I haven't. All right, it's nice. I like people from Air Global. Air Global is pretty good. Now, like I said, I haven't really tuned in a lot to this. This is relatively new to me, and I've been dealing with a lot more of the what do I want to call it? I've just been dealing with a lot more stuff going on in game than just being able to play lately. But now I'm back to playing, so we're going to close this down. We're going to get back in here. We're going to stream a little bit more. Oh. Is the stream still going in pretty good? I got a little error message up here. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. So I'm hoping things are going smoothly. Go ahead and click my milestones. And right now we have a lot of good key events going on. We've got Mojo vs. Mayhem, where you can get Shatterstar shards. We now have milestone stuff with the screen champions. Now, scoring in this is pretty simple. You open a primetime orb, open a syndication orb, open a rerun orb. So my suggestion is, like every other one that's out there, open these primetime orbs until you reach max. If you can reach the max, fine. If they have stuff in them that offers equal doses of potential gear, once you reach to max capacity, start opening the rerun orbs at 300 for the chances of specialty gear if they do that in these. Now, they did that in the past where it was like you just had equal chances of opening, I think it was T14 gear in one of them for a while, but it got adjusted to where that wasn't there anymore, so then it just became effective to open the larger ones again. Yeah, I like this stuff. This is good. So anyway, talking today, I've got unread stuff here, completions, stuff like that. Like I said, I tried to save stuff where I could be on and do some streaming with everybody. And I will go back and we'll do more of the real-time arena, because I think that's what people really want to see right now. I'm not going to go into war right now, even though we're down and I need to probably be in there. We'll just go back here and we'll do some of these. Now here it's going to list all of your objectives. It says use abilities, legendary, use abilities, American Chavez, use abilities, Loki, bio, controllers, heroes, Emma Frost. So I've got Emma Frost in here, and with this right here, it's saying I need to use Loki. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Spider-Man out. He's kind of one of the least effective guys that I'm running right now, and I'm going to find Loki. I'm just going to peg him in to this little matchup here. There he is. Just to have him in it. And that way I can get some of these things out of the way. Get some of these daily objectives or weekly objectives that they've given us out of the way. Oh, there's my lid. Huh. I see me now. All right. I think with this one, I'm going to target the Invisible Woman first. Get rid of that barrier. Try to have the people take her out. Once I get one of them down, I'll just move from there. Go ahead and put this up on my girl Emma, using her abilities. All right, let's see here. So now we've got to do the whole, we're going to push right through Phoenix. Stealth my guys, so it makes it a little bit harder. Start draining life. Once this Phoenix dies, it'll be pretty good. We'll go ahead and mind control everybody else to just beat her down. Alright, so now Phoenix is back. Now we just push through her. We're going to have an issue because Thanos is going to do his taunt here in a minute, but we'll see how far we can get her down. Hopefully far enough where she won't be that big of a problem. We might lose this one. Yep, see, I couldn't push through her first. Maybe it was a poor choice of targeting. I probably should have just gone for her first like I normally do. I typically find if I can get through Phoenix, I can get through the win. Yeah, well, my Loki's only like 76k. I haven't sunk a lot into him. I focused predominantly on Hela because I was using her in my teams in DD3. So I didn't really sink much into him. I'm just using him right now only to get the objectives done. Once the objectives are out of the way, I'll go back to my symbiote Spider-Man. And he's not full 7 red stars. I wish he was full 7 red stars, Bahi. I really do. He is only 6 red stars. He has a 7th red star on him, but I don't have a 7th yellow to give it to him yet. See, this is a good lineup. I love X-23. Phoenix and Colossus always stall people long enough. When she blows up, it's amazingly bad. But we're gonna go with what I've been talking about. Every group I've seen, it's always had Phoenix. So I'm gonna just try to push through Phoenix and deal with that. If I can push through Phoenix, we're gonna be on point. Phoenix is what triggers your Black Bolt. Well, X-23 might in this one. But it's going to rely on a bunch of multiple attacks. But if I can get through Phoenix and I can squish up Phoenix, we should be good. Alright, so let's see what we get here. Now, this real-time arena, it's pretty good. And I think they put it in because they saw people weren't really doing the PvP as much. Now, I'm going to try to bring a little bit of PvP back. I've got to be honest. I miss doing my PvP challenges with all the people from our group. So we're going to try to get that into play and see what we can do. Now, I want Phoenix dead, so we're going to mind control probably that Black Bolt there to hit her. Yeah, the Colossus might stall me long enough to where she's going to get some pretty bad damage off. Let's see what we get, though. But literally, for most games, I've found Phoenix is the key. Just push through Phoenix, and you'll be okay. I think this person went offline. Let's see what we get. Boom. Alright, so everybody drop down. This will be a quick win. What's up, Bach? How you doing, Davi? You know, I don't even think most of my alliance knows that I did these videos anymore. And I'm pretty sure my sister alliance doesn't know that I did them at all. Alright. But anyway, this is the team that I've been using, and I'll give you my logic on it. Now, admittedly, I've thrown Loki in here, but in this, it seems like, literally, if you have the legendary guys, the key components in them, like when you go in and you select your team, if you go in based off of your stars, like I'll just go ahead and click off my entire team. My Thanos is 7 red stars. He's a key component, energy generator, stall guy. It's great. Black Bolt, amazing damage. He gets the trigger. Teaming him up with someone like Phoenix is great, but I've found that my guys stay alive long enough to where I can keep them alive. This guy does. There's no better guy to flip defense to offense ratios, plus maintain healing. It's great. Now, here's where I come in. My Emma is weaker than these other guys up here, and I have really thought about just doing a Hela and symbiote Spider-Man squish in. because I really like that kind of a combination. Hella does massive damage output, and Greg adds another dimension to the game. But I've been really testing Emma because I think she's going to be one of the key components. Oh, put that on the wrong side. I'll come back to her. Let's get the Spider-Man up there first. Spider-Man is really good. Let's get Emma in there now. Now, I don't know whether I would really want to have Spider-Man versus Hela. I'm not sure. I think Hela might be a little bit better off, but he's my highest guy right now. What's up, Neo? Good to see you. I've got your team wrote down, and I am going to try them a little bit here, Davey. You want me to pick I'll let you pick a team. All right, let me get this one out of the way, and I'll let you pick a team for me. Matter of fact, since there's no Phoenix on either side, I'm just going to auto this one when it comes to me. I'll just let this one auto out. I am going to select Emma as my prime target initially. If it ever lets me have a turn. Yeah, sure. I don't mind. I'll let you guys pick teams here. Just go ahead and write it in, and I'll put it into play. We'll see what happens. See, Emma is just crazy good. I think the speed ups that you get from Black Widow also are really good. Yep, this will be a loss, but it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get some actions going in here. I probably should have left Loki in just to get his little stuff done. But participating in these battles, just running them on auto, it's pretty good. Hela with a healer ISO, yeah, that's pretty good. Every time she heals herself, she's like back at full power. It's crazy. Alright, so Bahi wants to see Sinister, SSM, Carnage, Hela, and Mini. Alright. Emma, not Hela. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I was about to say, Hela with healing? That would probably be pretty good. But Emma with healing is just, yeah, she's crazy. So, Bahi wants Sinister, Carnage, SSM, Hela, and Mini. Alright. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I run her as a healer. That's why she's on my list down here. Look, healer. Beep. Beep. If you're not running her as a healer, then there's something wrong. How am I currently in draft combat? Alright. So we're going to pick this team up right here. Any specific placement there, Bahi? Or does it really matter? Because let me find my Sinister. Now, I know I've got Sinister in here. He's not banned this time around, is he? Is Sinister banned? Mr. Sinister is banned right now. Anybody else you want me to put in his place? while you're thinking about, I'm going to use this team that Davi suggested here. Alright, let's go down through here. Let me find my Taskmaster. Taskmaster. Emma's in the mix, so I'll go ahead and add her in there since she's right there. We'll go get Loki. I know he's down here a little lower. Loki. Phoenix. And Hela. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is one that was suggested to me by my good friend Davi Bach from Air Global. We're going to try this team. This is one that he's done. So as soon as Vahi comes up with somebody else. So, okay, so you want me to put Emma in? Alright. Alright, I'll put Emma in place of him as soon as it's ready to roll. We're just going to auto this. We're going to let this do its thing, and you all can see the effects. So this is just auto attacking. Now I'm sure if you do this on a solid level and basis, it's probably better to pick your targets, but this does seem like a really effective team to be able to auto with. I like that one, Davey. I like it. Well, like I said, my Loki is not as high up as some. I really do need to kind of invest a little bit more in him. But we are going to take this through, and we are going to go here and we are going to adjust this. So we've got Symbiote Spider-Man, Hela. You wanted to see some Carnage. I'll get to him in a minute. Let's get my Emma in the backdrop. Actually, we'll put Emma up front. We'll put her in the back. Emma over here. And you wanted to see Carnage. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Alright, here we go. Real-time quick match. Bahi suggestion. I need to get my 7th star on my Spider-Man symbiote. Now that my mini's farmable, I'll probably start getting her up higher too. Auto it is. All these teams you all suggest, I'm just going to try them on auto. That's what I'm going to base this on, okay? We're just going to auto them out. We'll see what they do. If they are successful as an auto team, then you all can write these down, test them out yourselves, build up some of these teams, and we'll see how it goes. I believe Sinister in this would have probably been a pretty good choice. Alright, with the Juggernaut out of the way, this might go relatively quickly our way. We're going to try to target Minnie here quick. It looks like it's going to do the job. I might have suggested putting Venom in, just because of the symbiote dynamic. But it's doing its stuff. I mean, it's still getting its job done. I think they're still going to win this one. Yeah. But before you had Anti-Venom and Scream, if you just did symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage, and Venom, you could win most matches. I'm going to try a variant that I would enjoy using pretty much these same key component characters. But I want you all to tell me what you think. I'm not going to use Minerva. I'm not going to use any heals. I'm not going to put any heals out there other than the basic heals you're going to get from these guys, right? Let's do this. We'll put Magneto over in the back and this. Now, in the past, we had, before all these high-tech characters came out, it was just some symbiotic relationships there. You were using Spider-Man and the symbiotes, but you could use Magneto, Pyro, the symbiotes to spread stuff, but Hell is a much better spreader. I think these guys like this right here. We're going to see what this does. What do you think? You think this team will win?
Yeah, I can hear you. Should I be a sentinel or should I be a blade master?
I was just talking about for that matchup. I think Bahi, that the Sinister you had would probably be much better. I'm just sad that he's banned right now, so I can't put him in. But yeah, I would have probably just done Venom in addition to it, or maybe Magneto to give your guys a bump up. Yeah, it's gonna be this, but this is all you see, though. I mean, this is not anything that's.
It's a baby.
I mean, this is what you get. I mean, that's all I see at my level. So even though this is a fun team for PvP, it's not so good against this stuff. See, my thought was get the blinds in, spread the blinds, keep the blinds going. They can't attack. But then Emma's a clear. So this team does not work. So obviously, not going to try this one again. Yeah, that did not work.
Stay still.
But I'm getting my little daily stuffs out of the way. See, I've not hit this anywhere near as hard. A lot of people are up in their like 30s, 40s, 50s on this, so it's just one of them things. Let's see here. What's another good team that people want to try? You guys got anybody you want me to throw in here? You want me to just do Black Order? Let me get my Black Order on. Let's see here. Let me find my Cole. Dang, is my Cole really that far down? There ain't no way my Cole. Oh, Cole's banned. Oh. You know, Hella's evil enough. We'll just drop Hella in there. I keep forgetting, like, Cull is banned.
How much longer you got?
You want me to use wave 1 with Black Panther? Alright.
But it's like I got 95 gold pieces, 16 silver pieces, and 21 copper pieces.
What just happened? I wanted to do this fight. I don't know what it said. The match was found, and then I clicked something, and it was like, poof, oh no, it's done. Match found. Okay, let's get in here. Let's do this. All right. Looks like we're facing a generic Merc team. I like their Taskmaster, though. I love that Taskmaster. I like anything that you can click on and just auto and it gives you shit. That's what most of these are. It 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 doesn't make the game time more quality in my experience, but it does make it to where I can do the other game modes that I like war and raiding, better. I think we had plenty to do before, but then they found out people didn't like Blitz, so they kind of made Blitz auto, and in the place of Blitz, they gave us this. They were like, well, we'll give you PvP, and then you can PvP, and Blitz will still be there, and then they're like, well, Blitz isn't doing what it really needs to be doing. People are complaining about it at the time, so we're going to cut that down by auto blitzing, and then we're going to, since nobody's really PvPing, it was kind of cool at first, but now we're just going to go real time arena where you can have your top teams versus their top teams. And I think this is more inviting to most players than the PvP. The PvP was difficult because you had to spend a lot of time creating a team and then have a 2-second battle. I am glad that they cut that down on Blitz, but I still feel like they've just made it to where it's still just as unattainable to be in the top 100. All right. So this one. This is good. So without Cole in there, you can still drop her in. Now somebody wanted to do wave 1. All right. I'll just type in Avengers. All right. So now we want to do wave 1. So we're going to do let's see here. How do we want to do this? Now, you're just wanting the basic guys. You're wanting the Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Black Panther, Hulk, and Captain America. Alright, here we go. This is my wave 1. They are not super strong. They are not even that great, but we're going to run with it. I'm only at a 350,000 for these guys, so I need to work them up a lot. Let's auto this out, see what we get. I think this is a pretty cool matchup. I've kind of wanted to see if these guys are good against symbiotes and stuff like that. It's not a perfect symbiote team, but man, those bleeds they put out. I don't know, man. I think that's going to be rough. I'm gonna try these guys again. I think there's a lot of potential there. I just don't. I don't know if it's just team choice that I'm going against.
So she's, yes, so she's short.
At least the pair ups have been halfway close.
Buff.
Yeah, Hawkeye really needs to be brought up for me. I kind of let him slide because he was useless for the first like year and a half of the game. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, Wave 1 Avengers is getting reworked. And if you've never built up your Hawkeye, you're just kind of, eh. But at that point, I hadn't built up anything. And then there were Black Order and symbiotes coming. So it's like, I don't have the resources to drop into it. If I could whale harder, oh, yeah. Y'all need to hit my Patreon up. I think I've got a Patreon still.
Yes, we have a Patreon.
I'll put it in the stuff out here. Yep, I got squished. I got squished. That's what I need from you guys. You'll need to just become patrons of me. You know, check out some of my other videos. The Patreon links in those. I didn't put one with this one, but you know, click it. Send me a couple bucks. I'll get there real fast. I will make my teams amazing. Yeah, that's me begging and pleading because I don't make a lot of money anymore. I'm sitting at home drawing like 60% of my paycheck right now while I'm healing up from the surgery. But my Christmas is done, my bills are paid, I've got food and a roof over my head, so I'm absolutely happy right now. There's a lot of the country that's hurting a lot more than me. So I understand that there's not money to be floated around all over the place. And I'm not even that popular, so it doesn't really matter. I would like to just get to 1,000 subscribers. So, hey, that's my challenge to you. My challenge to you as my viewers, my watchers, my potential subscribers. Get me to the 1,000 subs. Get me to the 1,000 subs, because then it doesn't matter whether you're a patron or not. I get ad revenue from YouTube, and they make more than enough money to pay a little old me like $10 a month for what I do. Times are tough everywhere, DB. Times are tough everywhere. How's my roster looking? Okay, well, we can do that too. Boom. Here's my roster. These top guys are ones that I'm trying to build up to get them a little higher for typical war purposes. We found where we are situated at currently in my war rankings is that we are getting paired up relatively even for defensive capabilities, but we're hitting the whale group where their offense they have a massive defense and a massive offense, and we're kind of like stuck in the middle, you know. So our defense, it does pretty good. We hold up defensively, but we don't have the offensive output to wipe the opponent out, and we're getting there. I mean, we had a streak when we first did our little merger. If you were here at the start to find out that we merged with another little, not little, but another alliance, and then we fixed them both up. But when we did this, we had like 8 wins straight in war, just knocked it out of the ballpark. So we probably threw their algorithm off. And then they're like, well, these guys are just shuddering people, so let's pair them in this Valley of Death scenario. And that's where we're at now. But these are my top ones. So I'm trying to build X-Force up, and then Power Armor with Ultron is a good counter to Marauders. So that's what I'm doing. And I just need to get my Karnak to 300 so I can upgrade my Maul. So he's just in that toss-up there. It's not that I really want him for anything. But we'll start going down this roster. Wow. I think all the governments have kind of banded together and have just said, hey, let's fuck all the little people. But I'm going to stay out of that because politics is not my forte. I'm here for gaming. But so anyway, this is my roster. This is what we've got. So after them, I've got my Thanos up here. He's my big boy. And then I got a lot of these Sinister, Black Bolt, Spider-Man, Maul, Hela, Proxima, Venom, Magneto. There's my Cole. I like my Cole, but I still got to get him up higher. I just can't. I can't spend the $25 or $30 to get another 50 shards of him right now. I just can't do it. The offers have been there, and it's been really tempting because I would like to see him at 6 stars. I don't have the funds for it. But I mean, there are a lot of good key pieces, and like Taskmaster and Minerva have just become farmable. So that's good. It's great news. All right, but enough of that. That's boring. Nobody wants to see all a big old roster that's full of a bunch of crap down at the bottom. Yeah, catching COVID from the wrapping paper was just going to be detrimental. All right, what's in our milestones here? All right. Now, like they're talking about here in these events, we've got Mojo versus Mayhem. I'll go ahead and hit some of this stuff up. Okay, I've got enough to open a Shatterstar Orb. All right. So anyway, we'll go through here and we'll click on these orbs down here as I can get to them. Sorry, I wasn't even in the orb section. But these are the orbs I'm talking about that are dealing with the new Mojoverse thing here that's just opened up. The Primetime orbs, the Syndication orbs. So right here they are. And in them they've got gear drops, other rewards, T4 materials. So, I mean, they're pretty useful stuff. And you get them by getting these little tickets. Screen time. Used to open Primetime Syndication rerun orbs. Earn screen time by participating in campaigns, blitz, raids, arena, and real-time arena. So everything but war. So anyway, we're going to open one of these, see what we get. There's some T4s and some Elite 4 credits. I'm getting close. All right, so let's get back in here and we'll do some more RTA. Actually, I can go raid. I think they opened raid. So we're going to go in here. All right, we're on difficulty 4 right now. So I want to show you some difficulty 4 while we're playing a little bit tonight. Here we go. Now this is 7.4. This stuff it gets rough. So these are my current symbiotes. I've got them to 500k right now. So we'll see what happens here. Thoughts on the new Skilletary team? I think they're going to be a war component team more than anything else. But I think they're going to be that Trump team that will potentially, I don't want to say deal with Black Order because you have other teams that can fight Black Order. I think the Sinister Six, if you have them super powered, are good against the Black Order. But Black Order versus Black Order is pretty much the only decent one you have currently out there right now. So we need something else. And I think the Skilletary team is going to do its job. This is Ultima 7.4, the first node that I'm assigned to. So we're going to run this and we'll do pretty good. They do, but there's a downside to them. The symbiotes do well against them, but you still have to typically have a punch down to ensure victory. It's just weird that way. They have to be at least as high. The problem I'm running into with my symbiotes is that my symbiotes are on like 500k, and the teams we're playing against in the level I'm at, we're hitting 600k black orders, 650k black orders, 700k black orders. But so there's no way for me to get through all that stuff. Alright, now we can focus on the damage guys here. But anyway, for me, single targeting this one right here, I didn't talk to it because I was answering those questions. But yeah, big calls. Yeah, my I think mine's about 640k in war, something like that. One of my friends has almost 700k Marauders though, so that's pretty nice. I haven't really checked the war matchups. I think we're not really worried about stuff right now. We wanted to get both of our units full, and our leader in our alliance has decided that we're going to take a break until the beginning of the new year. So people aren't super killing it right now. Once the New Year's hits, like January 2nd, we'll be back at it and shooting for our platinum. Hopefully we can at least maintain where we're at. But like I said, we won like 8 in a row. So right now we're not super worried about it. Even if we go on a down tick, that just means when we come back, we're going to be... yeah, we've had to fight through several 600k BO teams, and it's just rough. And then we'll end up losing the war by like 150 points because we can't take out all of the ones put in their buff rooms and then still take out the ones they've got stuck in their bridge. It's insane. So right now, through this month and next month, we're going to be just simply rotating through attackers. That's what we're wanting to do. We're wanting to build up our attack basis. So when the skilletary team comes, we're going to be working on that pretty hard. Right here's where we're going to start seeing all kinds of mass mayhem. Alright, now let's get this Miles back here. I hate Miles. Miles is awful. He's the annoying bane of my existence in almost every format. He's not strong. He doesn't do a whole lot. But he's that one-hit wonder that's going to be like, oh, we're going to disrupt you for the next 18 turns. And you're just kind of left sitting there where you don't get anything new put on you. And the symbiotes need to not be disrupted. They need to keep all of their buffs. And the reason I'm attacking over here is because that Venom over there is just sitting there not doing a thing right now. Well, Davi, thank you for stopping by. Glad you could join. If anybody else is out there that wants to come watch us, by all means, get your wife, get your friends, get your alliance over here. But that's my challenge. Let's get us up there. Let's get me to 1,000 subscribers. I know we've got at least 1,000 people on our server. Alright, now we'll go back over here and we'll start waylaying these guys. It's never a chore. Boom, ba, boom, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, so what level are you all playing at? Are you all on like 7.1, 7.2s? Give me a shout out. When we get back, we have to do a couple of 7.2 runs up because we did get one guy into our alliance a little bit late. We were trying to fill up. So he doesn't have the 7 point whatever is all the way up. We could have ran 7.5, but we have a couple people that can't really get past 2 nodes into it just yet, so we're going to try to have to figure that one out. Those people that are having a hard time at 7.5 getting through a node or two are going to just be probably put into a lane like what we're running right now, where we get to help everybody out. Alright, now you get to see a boss fight, guys. These are annoying. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and do this one with this team, but it'll probably get its butt kicked. I just wanted you to see, and I don't mind. I'll spend extra energy to make up for it later. I think I've got extra energy for it. Typically, I use a different team for the boss nodes, but I like these symbiotes, and the early boss nodes aren't too bad. Okay, we're wanting to stall Carnage out. I don't need any more of that blood. Yeah, I hate the bleeding, so we're going to try to stop that as quickly as possible. When I attack this one, I always try to get rid of Carnage first because he puts the bleeds up that Venom spreads predominantly. The other people I can deal with. I can out-heal and out-pace them most of the time. But if you get Venom and Carnage going, it's just like it's an endless show of I can't get through them. Okay, there's enough bleeds there. Let's start focusing over here on getting rid of their healer. And do it before we get Daredevil off with all the counterattacks. Get some more bleeds back on him just in case. Alright, here we go. Looks like we're in pretty decent shape still. Alright. So now we can focus down Venom, and then we just get to work on the big tank guy here for a minute. Alright. Anytime you see a Punisher, my advice is take Punisher out when you're running symbiotes, because they're all technically considered to be villainous, and he does extra damage in modes. So but we're doing this pretty good here. We've got this going pretty smoothly right now. Time constraint will probably get me because I'm not auto attacking this one. I'm having to manually attack. So that's what we're going to do. I mean, even if I stall out for time, it'll be okay. Alright, now that he is open, while my Carnage is stunned, let's see if I can take out Miles. I don't want him putting up Disrupted on us.
I'm gonna make me some soup.
Okay. You gonna get some of that chicken and white rice? Or chicken rice?
I sent a picture of the finished product.
Alright, here we go. Alright, yeah, we got this one, I think. We've still got 2 minutes. There's only 5 guys left. This should be pretty good. Now, this is on 7.4. So, this is pretty high up there. After 7.3, red stars really come into play.
That was like my attempt to kind of like recreate like my Neverwinter. Except I have a horse rather than
this point with just these 3 guys, I'm trying to just use the auto attacks so that I can build up my specials and build up my ultimates for the next round up.
It's a different story in Valhalla.
Right now, we have 100%ed 7.4 before, but because we're on break, we're not too worried about it. So my goal is to just get to what would be the 60% mark. I think that's a good goal. 7.4, 60%. A lot of alliances don't get to run that. So. Boom.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. It's like,
There we go.
oh shit.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's the first 3. I can go a little further, but with this node, because I'm assigned as an assist guy for this,
Yeah.
I come up through here and then I swap over to the other side. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what my raid lane dictates that I do. For those of you who are in alliances that have pretty strong leadership and they have raid lanes and stuff like that assigned, my advice to you all, follow the lanes. If you just follow the lanes, you'll be almost automatically 100% more successful than you were before.
That's one of the reasons why I'm actually really intrigued with D&D. But it's all about.
We have a lot of people that come to us and are like, "What's a lane?" Or, "You all assign lanes?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why wouldn't you? They were designed and people thought them out for a reason."
Go on a fantasy adventure, but it's like, yeah, make a Constitution roll or, roll for a hit, and it's just like, okay, like this right
If you hear my wife in the background, she's making some soup and talking to some of her friends about D&D adventures.
So this right here is what I hit you with.
I think she's going to try to get into a D&D group, which would be good. She needs to get out and do that stuff. All right, now let's start hitting this Korath over here. Stunning these people down. Let's lock them in place. We're going to be bringing back Venom here in about 2 seconds. Boom, there's my Venom come back because I wasn't paying full attention. Alright, we're going to take these guys out here. I want to get enough stuff up on him. He's stalled out. Okay, good. He's stalled. With him being stalled, now I focus on Scarlet Witch. The worst gimmick in the game is Scarlet Witches. I'm going to redistribute health all across the board. It really does suck quite a bit. Now, what I try to do with my symbiotes is spread them around. If there's no distinct tank, they are about 100% more effective because they can just go all over the place and just keep putting bleeds, keep putting everything up. You should really try to assign lanes. If you've got a raid lead or an alliance lead and he doesn't have some lane assignments, it will help you out tremendously. People don't think it does, but knowing this is my path, one, it lets you build teams specific to that path. You won't ever have to change from that path. As long as you follow that path, you will eventually get further along it. And you can focus your teams for that. One good reason to be in an alliance and stick with alliances instead of bouncing around. Stick with the one you're at, run that raid lane, and then just be highly effective with it.
Really, once you get done with that, you can send me an invite and I could run you through a few of the quests, a few of the beginning quests, and help you get some of the big stuff.
But see, with these guys right now, I'm just spreading this stuff around, putting all these blows up here on these guys, getting all the bleeds that I can on them, spreading it, and it's really good. Well, then it may be time to get rid of some people so that you all will be a little bit more successive by you. But, I mean, if you're a casual group, it's not a big deal.
R2 is like basic, and then you can press buttons for
It's hard when you're
abilities with your weapon.
a smaller group to get more people to participate because people are playing it as a fun game. And I mean, it's a fun game even at the higher ends. But when you get to the higher ends, you typically are like, okay, we have to get progressional. And that's what makes it fun for you. if you're stuck in a stagnant group and you're not progressing, oh well, I'm out of energy. So I got through four. I only had 46 energy at this one. I should have had 50, but I spent one extra on the last round that I should have probably held on to. But anyway, so there's that. We'll see what my damage is. Let's see.
I also made a paladin. He's like up to like level 16.
Do 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 do.
Maybe making an archer. I'm not sure.
I'm at 11 million already through 4 nodes, so it's pretty good. The highest I've got was about 46 million, I think.
Oh shit. That actually takes a lot of shit. Sorry.
It's all good. I don't know why you needed all your keys though right now.
To get a charger from my car for this.
Oh, I've got one sealed in the.
Universal?
Yeah, it's in there on the nightstand. It's in a blue bag still. We never opened it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the one I got you, huh?
Yep. We didn't need to open it. All right, we're gonna hit up some global. We'll chat with some people at global.
Cool. This will save me from going outside and freezing.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I actually kind of picked up a little bit of a new hobby. Calligraphy. Fancy writing. That's like big. Yeah, the very fancy music. Or print.
All right, so let's go in here and we're going to start hitting up some people in global, see if they want to come and test their might. I would like to do a little bit of PvP tonight too, but I want to get back into that other stuff. Man, they need to fix this. Whenever you log in here, I end up like halfway up the screen. All right. Cool. Come on. Come on. Come on. The live stream is active so far. Everything's going good. It's been a while since I've done these. We'll get in here, and if anybody in this alliance thing here wants to challenge me, I'm all about that. I play. I'm here to play.
I'm running around with level 25 enemies.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh, look, we got more concurrent viewers, more people signing up, more people doing things, shifting things, making things happen for the Mad Tinkerer crew. What was it somebody called my mini tinkerers? What wasn't that? I need to get some merch. I think I'm going to try to do that. Get some t-shirts, like I'm a mini tinkerer, and have a little dude with some hammers or some weird stuff. I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool. Merch is always good. Somebody was like, subscribe to my OnlyFans and I'll come subscribe to your YouTube. I was like, yeah, but that costs money. I look at it this way. If you're going to charge me money to watch an OnlyFans thing, you better be better than YouTube. You better be better than Netflix, Disney Plus, because at that point you are a streaming service I am paying for monthly. And if you're not going to give me better entertainment than them, you're not worth more than, what is it, $10.99? Let's see what we can do on this beta 4. All right, we are on difficulty 2. Now, for those of you who didn't know, they've recently added this in here where beta raids have difficulty levels now as well. And in beta raid level 2, which we are now in, there is no healing. Can't heal. So if your team doesn't match snuff, you don't go very far. This is the current team I'm running in my beta 4.2. This is my start team. This gets me a little bit ways up the hill here, and we'll see what happens, okay? They do seemingly well. There's enough heal power, plus blinds, and Rocket Raccoon damage abilities to really do decently well in this. I think the gimmick with these is to try to stay alive and have your healing going on. I really believe you have to have healers for these levels. Let's go ahead and get my summons in play. Alright. Kick a blind out, get some energy to Rocket Raccoon. Let's go ahead and just try to take out this guard. I didn't use his blind on that one because I want to use it on Doctor Strange here. If he's still alive. Alright. Now, it's essentially the same. You're not getting a lot of different characters in it, but you just can't heal. So, I mean, it makes it a little bit more of a challenge. Like halfway through, if you lose your team and you don't have another alternate team to keep pushing forward, well, you just kind of don't get to push forward with it. I think somebody was saying they think that there is a third version right now, like a 0.3 or whatever it is, and I don't know if anybody's beat it yet or not, because it requires so many teams to get through it. It's just ridiculous. Oh yeah. Alright. Now, let's see here. I forgot how to attack this one. I think I'm going to hit Venom first. And then we're going to try to punch through their heals. I don't like them having their heals. And then because of the blinds spreading, I'm just going to hit over on this side and get the blinds on these people that I can. Man, I don't understand. Why is it anytime you have a blind, it always goes to Daredevil, who is just absolutely not affected by blind at all. It doesn't matter. He's at a 200% accuracy, so if you blind him, he's still 100% accurate. They need to fix that in the game. When there's like 8 guys on the field or 5 guys on the field, you target the person furthest away from him, so he's not even adjacent, and he gets the blind. That's just awful. But I do like this team because of the blinds. The blinds make it a highly effective, highly usable group in this one. So if you're watching right now, this layout has done very well for me. It gets me a pretty good move on about everything. It's Taskmaster, Doc Ock, Minerva, and then I'm using Rocket, Star-Lord combo. Now Rocket's not quite as powerful because you don't have Groot in it, but I mean it's still getting the job done. I think the extra healing that comes from Doc Ock is almost worth it. So if there's new faces in here, hey, say something, chat it up. Come on, let's do this. Once I get finished running out my energy, I'll go back to the real-time arena. Try to earn some more of those camera time shards. Yeah, I was supposed to start early. Now, normally I would start around 10:30, but my son didn't want to cooperate. He wanted to stay awake. My wife needed the computer for a few minutes, so it kind of just it didn't work out quite how I wanted it to, not how I envisioned. All right, now let's get this hand sentry out of the way. All right, now's when I want to get these blinds kicking. Blind this Vision. There we go. Blinded Wanda, blinded the Vision. This should be pretty smooth sailing right here. Like I said, whenever I see Wanda or the Vision up here, those are my two shift 2 attacks. Normally I'll go with Wanda first, but for some odd reason this time around I wanted to hit the Vision. I thought I had enough damage where I could just wipe him out really quickly. I didn't, so at that point I was stuck on him. It's one of those things where, well, I've got him half down. I have to go ahead and try to finish him off. All right. So we're moving along. And look, my guys are still pretty much at full health. So this is the team that I've been using for this Greek 4.2s. Now this is for this raid, for the lane here that's skill tech. It's a lot of people in my alliance don't have a good skill tech build yet, or they have one decent one, but it's hard for them to maneuver past it, especially if they can't heal, because they don't have healing ones. But yeah, that's my team right there. It's relatively powerful. And when I look at the numbers and the stats on it, I mean, they're not all in the 100K mark, but they're all in the 90K mark, and that makes them pretty decent. Let's go ahead and get my guy. Now this one's going to be a bit odd because this Miss Marvel back here is going to heal up a bunch and do extra attacks, and I don't like all that stuff. So, alright, so we've got people blinded. Let's see if I can get rid of this sentry. Okay, good. So no stealth. That's what I like. No stealth. Time to get rid of the Mordu, so I don't have to worry about the no healing. I'm going to actually take out Daredevil so we don't get the counterattacks. And then Black Panther. I probably should have gone with Venom over Black Panther, but the Black Panther, if he does get a kill somehow, he gets to attack again. If he's made right. You know, they get that kill and he gets 100% recharge on his speed, so he gets to go again instantly. It does get annoying. And I haven't played enough of this Greek 4.2 to know how strong they actually are in this. See, right now my Taskmaster's hurt, but there wasn't anything real I could do. I didn't have an alternate thing to give him a chance to heal up. But see, when you go in here, there's no heals. So I'm hoping if worse comes to worse, he dies and I bring him back. Yep. No heals allowed. Everybody else is topped off though, so we'll see what we get. Hopefully we can get his abilities out. We can kill some people off real quick and get him healed back to full. But I do. Sorry, I'm getting absorbed. I'm just watching the screen. I'm supposed to be talking. This is a YouTube channel. You don't want to sit here and watch quiet shit all day long. You want somebody to ramble on endlessly about stupid, crazy shit. And, well, that's me. But, yeah, sorry, when I get sidetracked and I'm having to concentrate on what I'm doing, I go quiet. And that's my bad. It's poor performance from a YouTuber. But... you know, I do it. I can't help it. It's one of those things where I will just have to apologize. If you see me just get zoned out at what I'm doing, it's because these are still relatively new events for me here. So I'm trying to figure them out as I go. And we will see what happens. Alright, let's take out Thor. Thor's going to be good. Okay, Thor's gone. I don't want the mind control, so let's get rid of Loki. Now I can bring back my boy. Alright, there's Taskmaster. Now let's try to get everybody killed. Get all these heals back up on him. Alright, there we go. Now we're starting to get back into business.
I know how to tell stories. I can speak English.
Alright, let's get these heals back on everybody again. There we go. That's why I like Doc Ock with this. When he does that move and just brings in a shocker, bam, everybody gets healed back up. It's amazing with the no heals. So for people who are just now getting to this, he is just absolutely phenomenal in this format where there's no heals allowed. He's going to give you an extra offensive pump. He's going to give you an extra guy. He's going to heal up when he summons. And it's just, now look, everybody I've got back to full. We're ready to go to the next stage. This is for people who are out there getting into this. It's not the best team by far. I mean, I'm sure there are better teams out there, but this team, it's working. It's doing its stuff. It's doing what it has to do. And I've always been a big component of, you don't have to necessarily make the best team. Like, you can go and you can write it out, you can stat it out and figure it all out. But if you have a team that does the job, use it. Okay. Let's check out Global. I got people sending me messages. Nobody sends me messages. Wait till I see a red dot. There's my red dot.
That's how you open up your inventory.
Yeah, I won't pick Phoenix, Bahi. You could have typed it in here. I don't mind. You want to do a balanced PvP? Boom. I got you.
I'll take the balance dagger and the main hand.
Balanced. My option is no Phoenix, right? I won't pick Phoenix. Now, wait. Do you want me to just go ahead and eliminate Phoenix from the picks? Or do you want me to let you have Phoenix? Let me clarify that first.
I'm so used to being able to fight so fast and be able to kill them so much easier.
Cool. Ah, okay. All right. So you want me to let you have this arena team you were talking about? Okay. Well, let's try this again. I got you.
Just fucking make one obvious those things. It feels good to gain.
I re-challenged. I've re-challenged, so you can pick what you want. You just have to accept. There we go.
The one thing about these kinds of games, like these fantasy games, is that they make their cutscenes like fucking amazing and all high quality and they actually get into the game, but it's like expectation versus reality, like, bruh. But I'm eating mangoes. Oh, down that way. Okay, I understand.
All right. You're taking the hella, huh? All right. So let's hear, what do I want to have in my place?
I'm just standing
All right, we're gonna see what we got here. So you eliminated my Magneto, huh?
Oh, yeah. Like, I didn't do that.
All right, we're gonna try to make this one fair. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. But I'm not waxing tonight. I'm just not in the mood for that kind of stuff. But now that I am available again, I will probably start doing my 10:30 Saturday night live streams where waxing and stuff does happen. Well, good job, buddy. That's a pretty sound team. But you actually have guys that I was wanting to take too, so for the team that I started building, I realized all of a sudden I was like, oh man, I normally use Hela. So I didn't take her. But yeah, Ghost Rider, Taskmaster, Loki, Hela, and then Magneto in there. It can be busted. And then if they take one of them out,
Alright.
you know, it's pretty strong. But that is a really good, strong team. They're all back at full power. It was pretty good. Sorry, I thought that was a little chuckle and funny. Well, I don't think it was a good match. I don't think I picked characters that were very beneficial to it. But I mean, it's difficult. I mean, um, I think Sinister is an OP character. I think when you pair him with symbiotes and Hela, it's really good. And Minerva just naturally flows well with that because anything they kill or they take over and it dies. Greg, Hela with Greg and Minnie is a great combination. Symbiotes are a great combinations, and Sinister on his own is just a powerhouse. So I mean that's a really good combo. Real time arena.
What kind of fantasy name is Minox? Can I help you, Cap? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you wanting something?
But yeah, good match, good match. I wish I could have done a little better on it. It was what it was. I was torn between taking Ultron and taking Black Bolt. I think Black Bolt's probably the better pick. I think Ultron's a little slow.
And stuff, and I'm like, I'm just there. I have a character that's there. Oh, that's so cool. I love these mountains.
Here's where we're going. That crazy speed bar. I like the Black Panther. I'm glad that I gear 14 him. Get that defense up from Captain America. I like Captain America. One day I plan on not being like him because I'm old and I'm fat now. So I will never be a Captain America. I will never have America's ass. I might be America's ass, but I will never have America's ass. Hey, that worked. That's pretty good. All right, what are we moving into next? Let's see. We're just trying to get points. Trying to get some scores. Trying to get some objectives done. Use some controllers. Use legendaries, huh? All right, legendaries. How much is it to activate this thing anyway? $19.99. Well, if I'm gonna spend $20, I might as well spend 40 and get 30 freaking rankings. That's crazy. Alright, so I gotta find a way to earn $40. So I might have to go outside and sell myself for a little while. I'll probably still owe about $35.99 out of my $39.99. But you know, hey, it'll work. Alright. I'll go ahead and go in here into war. It won't really matter. Nobody sees my stuff. I guess we'll take out a Merc team. Don't want to go True Wave 1. No, I don't think I want to use that. Taskmaster's blind is ridiculous.
I have mail. No, you can just go to start and just go on.
The Wakandans are probably going to be overdue for it. Let's see here. What is good against these guys? I forget sometimes what's good against what teams. I think I'm going to go Supernatural. That way, even if my guys get blinded, my Elsa can still deliver some damage. I need to build up Elsa. I need to just take a long time and a lot of money. But I gotta have a lot of money. I've got time, no money. That's the way the world is, though. And then when you have money, you don't have time because you've killed yourself to get that money. Spread that stuff and make it last a lot longer. Yeah. Let's get rid of this lieutenant.
There you go.
Let's get rid of Taskmaster. Alright, this ain't working too bad. I was really worried. The Supernatural team, I've got maybe a 50-50 ratio. They sometimes win and then they sometimes don't win. But this one they pulled off. I like using my guys because Strange against the actual mercs, if he does the ability flip at the right time, it really does hinder them. And he's one of the few characters that can do a mass ability flip.
Like, if my character
There are a lot of them that take stuff off of people, but not so many that really just give swap outs. You know, like Scientist Supreme does pretty good, but she gives everybody negatives first and then boosts all your guys. But he flops everybody's positives into negatives, and I think that's an underrated ability.
it does a little bit. Yeah.
I'm going to skip this one for just a minute. That's an awfully powerful Captain Marvel team. Let's take out this. Alright. Here we go. We are going to go in here and we are going to beat down some Asgardians real quick. Now, I know everybody's like, oh, please target Thor first. You need to target Thor first. I don't like targeting Thor first. I want to take out Hela first. Now, I know Thor does more overall damage, but Hela will get that late game kill by just overpowering you with a bunch of damn Gregs. Like after everything's dead and there's all these Gregs around. Because if I go after Thor, I'm killing other stuff in its wake, and it's not a good, useful ability, I don't feel. We'll take Loki out. But see, now without her down, look at all the Gregs building up. I mean, it's ridiculous. All right, can my Cyclops go? I just want my Cyclops to go one time. Cyclops, one time, one time. Come, man, my Cyclops is just dead weight. He's just been standing there twirling his thumbs this entire time. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. I still love the Asgardians. I think they're still a defensive team that you have to have a big team to beat. Yeah, they're easily beat, but you have to use something like an X-Men team against them. So they're not technically easily beat. They do get beat one-on-one, but somebody has to give up something for that. And the overall goal in war is to make your opponents use their big guys. So, I mean, you kind of have to. I mean, they still have some massive stuff going on. And if you have a really high Hela, it's pretty rough. I'm not going to spend energy for that. I did 2 attacks, so I'm good right now. I'll check back on it later. But yeah, we've been getting paired with these alliances that like everybody's got 600k teams on them, so it's kind of bad. And I'm not going to stay on much longer tonight. I'm getting a little tired. It's been one of those things where I've just been kind of running around. I wanted to get back on. I wanted to do a little bit of a stream so I can get stuff out there, make a little bit of content, go over some things. But I've been going at it a lot today, trying to just get stuff taken care of. And I'm getting a little worn out. I probably need to go take some meds and lay back down and get some more sleep. I think Loka, Hela, and Thor are the ones that would be super useful. And Loki has lots of potential in multiple game avenues, so I still think he's really good. But anyway, thank you guys for coming and tuning in. Thank you guys for watching me play a wonderful game. We do a lot of Marvel Strike Force here, and I'm hoping that you all enjoy the content. That you can come in, you can ask questions, you can bullshit with me around, this format. I don't really care what we talk about. I mean, I might play different games here and there because it is Mad Tinker Gaming, but MSF is going to be my primary go-to. I've enjoyed the game. I want to talk about it. I want to get in there more, and I think all this other stuff that we've got going on in game is very interesting. I kind of quit right at the time ISO popped up, so I didn't really get to talk about ISO, so I might go through that with you guys. Teams that I'm looking forward to, teams that I'm not looking forward to so much, who I feel might be good investments. Now, I'm not 100% right all the time. There are times that I have been absolutely dead wrong. And it's just one of those things where I'm like, it's toss-ups, 50-50. Sometimes something's really, really good on writing and paper, like She-Hulk. I thought She-Hulk was going to be like, well, she might be that hidden character that sneaks in. And I still believe if you put her in war defense, it's great, but you're only getting her for war defense. So, I mean, she is a hidden character for that, but she's not great by no means. And that was one of those bad calls on my part. So I'll feel free to admit it. I thought she might have been that hidden character they were going to throw stuff at, but she really wasn't. She was pretty god-awful. But I do reviews. I do stuff like that on here. Please tune in. Catch this again. I try to live stream PvPs on Saturday at 10:30. I do regular videos as well, which I'll be putting up some of them for people to be able to follow and systemically be able to learn from and produce better results for their gameplay. So pay attention to some of those videos that are out there. I have some videos in my old stuff that might help people out who are just starting out. I know some teams have changed since then, and they always will change, and I'll get some more stuff out for you guys. But like I said, I'm sorry it took me a while to get back on, but thank you guys for being with me, for paying attention to my channel and helping me grow a little bit and giving me support and trying to get me back into the game again. I mean, it means a lot that there is support out there for me. So, for those of you who are new here, once again, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. click that like button if you like my content. Hit the subscribe button. You know, the more subscribers I've got, the better. Share this video with everybody. That's the best way you can help me grow. There is a Patreon, but, you know, I know times are tight. I don't even have any patrons on my Patreon right now, and that's fine. I just set it up in case somebody massively out there really likes my content. They can donate if they want to. It does help if there is a way to help. But the best thing you can do for this channel, just hit the subscribe button, click the like button, hit the bell icon so you know when I do post, and please share the video with everybody that you know. Get your alliances in here. Let's work together. We'll make MSF even better than it was before. So have a good day, guys, and I'll catch you all later.